That's knocked away from him by Zostrih. Scooped up, Pritzker, considering pass, score! Tapped home by IIHF, and Russia's grab a 1-0 lead.
Sweden has possession of the puck, but the two defensemen get tight together. They don't spread out, so there's no D-to-D pass available. And this is a sweet feed back through the defenseman Soderstrom's legs, and there's Afanasyev just talking about him a moment ago, goes to the goal crease and jams this from the blue paint behind Wallstedt. The Swedish mix-up on the blue line creates a chance, and Russia doesn't make any mistake. They've dominated the first 7.5 minutes, and full marks for a 1-0 lead.
Afanasyev had a great year with Windsor of the Ontario League last year, scored 31 goals in 62 games. Now fired down to the Russian zone. That'll be icing, gold medal in the last 40 years, and the Russians have won the last 17.
I'm going to go 1-40. That's a long time.
There it is, back in front, rebound, score! Arvid Kosmar, and Sweden's right back even with 5.5 to go in the period.
That's Arvid Kosmar's second goal of the tournament. The Vancouver 7th rounder in 2019. He gets left all alone. Watch it, 14 in yellow. Mohamedoulan is with him behind the net, and Mohamedoulan gets kind of skating around, but number 7, Bischoff, is his defense partner. When you can throw a blanket over top of the two defensemen, you got real problems. Askarov is pointing to the front of the net. He knows Kosmar's open, but Kosmar's able to swat this through the legs, and Kosmar makes it 1-1.
Playing for Linköping in the Swedish Hockey League. He's got just 1 goal there. He's also played a little bit in the Swedish Junior League. And Ray, Sweden, like so many of the countries involved here, had so many players come back on loan from North America. It bumped a lot of young players down the ladder on their depth chart.
We've seen a lot of players that have played for 3 teams this year.
Hooking penalty coming up to Russia. Sweden with a power play in a 1-1 game.
After Arvid Kosmar scored to tie the game at 1, Groshev takes a hooking penalty behind the net, and Sweden will go to the power play.
Just feeds it across, and the man who turned it over saved it, Alex Branstad.
Oh, Podkolzin was open. That was going to be a one-timer and a desperation defensive play for the Swedes.
Banks it off the end boards. Hustadinov waiting for it. Hustadinov, Citizen. Podkolzin, backdoor pass. They score! Amirov from Podkolzin, a power play goal. Russia's back on top.
And this one will count. These two had hooked up early in the game. 40 seconds in, waved off with a goaltender interference penalty. And on the power play, after a couple of near misses, Podkolzin's going to make a slick play by the goal line and head up as soon as he turns. Nice play by Hustadinov to Podkolzin. Look at his head up the whole time. And Amirov's shot is almost stopped by Wallstedt, and he's helping the goaltender, or helping the officials out, as his goal will count. Back-to-back games with a goal, and the Russians, on their second power play goal of the tournament, lead 2-1. We've got buckets of those picks here in the last couple of years.
We've got 5 prospects on the Swedish team. Now bouncing puck in from the hole. Oh, he's a post again. Now rebound, score!
He missed the easy one. The puck spun off his stick and bounced wide of the net. And as Askarov was headed back to the net, this puck hits his foot and goes back into the net, just a few inches over the goal line. Raymond's shot, or rather the point shot, is stopped. He's got the whole net, and he hits the side of the net, and then this one goes in.
So to be clear, he's had 2 open shots that hasn't scored. but his goal comes from there.
And now he's going to feel so much better, too. Like, look at that puck just spun on him. He hit the side of the goalpost, and as Askarov is scrambling back into position, put Colson up front. But Colson's really shown a knack for moving the puck around the front of the net.
Yazet. Kursanov walks in, feeds that to the goal mouth. Kuznetsov couldn't reach it. Sent up. Leads it back to Groshev, now back at the point. Yazet. Back across, and a shot by Amirov, hit away and went wide. Amirov back with it. Yazet. Kursanov in, shoots, scores! Posted in! A power play goal. Russia's back on top.
Gord, we talked earlier about that stretch of power plays that the Swedes had and how it often comes back to bite you. Well, here's the second power play. Kuznetsov keeps the puck alive, and then he's going to skate directly in front of Valstead. Man, we've been talking about the 6'7" Elmer Soderblom. Well, this screen is by Kuznetsov. He's 5'9", 165 pounds. He goes by the goaltender right when the puck is delivered. Valstead doesn't pick it up, and the Russians have the lead 3-2 on the power play goal.
Kirill Kursanov is eligible for the upcoming draft. Plays for SK St. Petersburg.
He's been terrific for the Swedes. So now you get down to this point where the face-offs are critical. The little battles become more critical. You're just looking for one chance. See if you can find one way to get this game tied up.
So you go over the win, the loss, where you have to be in all the situations.
Swedes looking for one more shot, one chance.
1:32 to go here in the third. It'll be Niederbach for the face-off against Kuznetsov. And the Swedes control it. Holtz. Long wrist shot. That deflector just wide. Raymond steps up. Lucas Raymond. Around for Soderblom. Holtz sends it back. Raymond couldn't reach it. Back at the point is Soderstrom. Takes the pass from Holtz. Raymond tries to bank that down. Gunler. Back to Holtz. Lots of shooting options for the Swedes. Gunler. Holtz. Raymond directing traffic. Soderstrom walks in, feeds across. Holtz unloads, scores! The Swedes are tied with 1 minute to go in the third period. Gunler gonna stick on it. And he's got his fourth of the World Junior.
That puck doesn't leave the zone with the extra man on the ice. The Swedes keep the puck alive, and they're able to slowly control it. Now get it to the place it wants to be. You've got Soderblom in front of the net, but Gunler joins. There's two in front of the net. I'm not sure if it's Gunler and Soderblom. Okay. That's Gunler's goal off his shin pad. I can't tell you how similar that is to my first NHL goal. A Ray Neufeld slap shot hit me right about there in the shin pad and went in. It's a thing of beauty, Gord.
They won't complain, will they, in Sweden?
What a comeback here. 3-3 in an excellent hockey game with one off.
30 seconds to go in overtime. Here he comes. Abramov steaming in. Mikhail Abramov works in. He rolled it wide. A penalty coming. And is it going to be a penalty shot? No, it's a holding call against Sweden. 24.9 seconds left, and Russia's getting a power play in overtime.
Gord, I talked about this. The objective is to try and find the forward and attack that side of the forward, and Abramov does it. Kosper's just now, he's got to chase him, and he's just not going to catch him. It's almost like they're in a forward skating race, and that's one that Abramov's going to win most of the time. Doesn't really get a shot away as Kosper commits the foul. So we'll have a power play here for the last 30 seconds of the overtime.
That'll be 4-on-3.
There's been some terrific chances here in this overtime. Both teams with an opportunity to win. Here's Elmer Soderblom with a terrific move in front, stopped once, and the backhand rebound is knocked away by Kirsanov. And then here's Amirov. Watch the defense work, who denies the pass going back. That was Gunler. So he denies the pass go back to Amirov, and then the puck is shot over the top of the net by Bashkirov.
Kuznetsov wins the draw back to Chichikov. To Amirov. Sees it back across. Kuznetsov with a chance, and a great stop there by Wallstedt.
Gord, I checked in with a couple of scouts today when Wallstedt was playing. Both of them independently said the same thing. One thing he does really well, aside from having economy of movement, is he reads the play. Look, he's deep in the net, so he can go low, post to post, and he smothers that one-time shot, a dangerous shot that would have ended the game. They both said the same thing. It's really remarkable for a goaltender who is rated this highly.
Chichikov feeds it across. Walking in, a quick chance for Amirov. Rebound, score! Kuznetsov puts home the rebound. And the Russians win it in overtime. The streak for Sweden is over.
What a fantastic hockey game this was. A late power play. The Russians came into this game with 1 power play goal and 7 chances. They get a couple of power play goals tonight. And Kuznetsov, who centers that top line with Amirov and Podkolzin, ends this game with 5.6 seconds left in overtime.
Russia scores 3 times on the power play to hand Sweden its first loss in the preliminary round in 15 years.
The Russians track this puck down, and Kuznetsov all by himself in front of the net. Takes the rebound, goes to his backhand, and beats the goaltender, Wallstedt, through the legs. Wallstedt doesn't handle this one. And this is a beautiful goal by Kuznetsov, his second of the tournament. And Russia wins 4-3.
So the Russians finish the preliminary round at 3-1. Sweden goes to 2-0-1 and plays the United States tomorrow. Time now for the player of the game presentations and then the Russian national anthem.